From Drew McIntyre to Logan Paul. Fullback in his renewed commitment to youth fitness in America.
But wow! Look at the size of this man!
Tonga.
And this man heading through the entranceway now, in my opinion, is the man who threw the short straw and having to be the first active competitor to step in there with Tonga.
And his opponent from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 250, and their opponent, 1 pound, Jimmy, accompanied by Tonga and the United States Uso champion Solo Sikoa, JC.
Wade, we got to go back to last week with what happened.
Mateo Tongaloa.
Jimmy was trying to do the right thing for Jacob Fatu.
Well, Fatu got
MFT.
the win against The Miz with an MFT
You know, we hear Solo Sikoa's constant chorus.
beat down immediately ensuing while
They run SmackDown. And then you look at
Big Jim decided to take out MFT.
who he trots out, and it just has that gravitas.
After MFT with a steel chair
That's that seriousness as he even looks over at Tonga.
until hitting a roadblock in the fourth.
JC Mateo and Tonga Lowell.
Some of the nearly 7 foot tall Tala
Wade repping the MFT tag team
Tonga. And with Tala Tonga just
matchup.
yeah, so Solo's crew is intimidating as dropping bodies left, right, and center, including they have been embarrassed 2 weeks in a row. Solo, Jacob Fatu, major momentum. Lost to Sami Zayn a couple of weeks ago in Montreal. Solo Sikoa ahead of Solo. And last week they lost in 6-man tag. And Fatu's showdown inside a steel cage. Tag action to Zayn, Big Jim, and at SummerSlam.
Jimmy Uso is not a small
Jacob Fatu. Tonight is the night they have to put
man at all, and look at the size
things right, because the winners of this match are going to
of Tonga. I mean, look at that
earn themselves a #1 contenders opportunity.
matchup.
Tonga has not been small since he was about 50 on SmackDown next week in a match against our winners. 10 years old. Dude is absolute. From earlier, Mello don't miss. So this is a madly huge, the biggest superstar in the massive moment for both teams.
They'll get right to a power
Locker room of WWE. And we're about to get a
matchup right away with Angelo Dawkins and Tonga Lowell.
first-hand experience of how that man knows how to use. Tonga Lowell truly is the muscle of use that size.
Yeah, he has had a punishing effect on any
The bloodline silently delivering carnage
buddy who has stepped near Solo Sikoa, but the veteran
since being acquired by Solo Sikoa.
Jimmy Uso trying to get on the attack. Man, can he get right away against him, able to block that attempt up with that drop kick from that to the right hand. Oh man, it doesn't take. As now here comes Montez Ford. Much from Tonga, does it?
Massive good job. I've got a monitor because got the hand chop like a big bear paw to a massive Tonga standing in front of me, and I cannot see a flying Jimmy Uso, an effortless thing in the ring. So B-Fab loves what she's seeing. Takedown. Oh my God.
Oh man, Tez, he is so springy.
I mean, it was an opening flurry from Big Jim as you. Just the mind, the lat spread. You would expect that normally that at least has some impact.
I mean,
of Tonga.
He is just
on an opponent, but this guy,
massive man. Right with us here.
Tonga is just built different. Almost
here. Free Arena in Dublin is sold out, and it has been
decapitating Big Jim with that lariat.
Roaring all night long.
When you have arms the size of a normal guy's legs, and you can swing them like that,
JC Mateo.
You are going to be highly effective here on
former Olympian, compact power. Oh, the leg drop. Powerful, sneaky athleticism for that body generates all that momentum. And you hear Solo type.
What I really like about JC Mateo, this might be Talatonga's first match here on SmackDown, is he follows orders to a T, unlike the like SmackDown, but this is a well-traveled individuals of Jacob Fatu, who've got ideas above them, stay competed and won championships across the UK and in addition at one point now. JC Mateo knows feed in Japan. He's got well. The mission from Solo Sikoa is acquisition of the reps, and now Solo Sikoa with him at the helm of all the gold on SmackDown, guiding this big beast of a human being. And part of that process is winning this, getting yourself a #1. This is how effective he can be. Contenders match next week, and then winning the gold.
Slamming Tez with that big leg drop, and now lining up JC Mateo. Big Jim down. Solo continues. KO. To the apron, the big kick. Used to talk ringside. Of course, the United States champion. From there,
illegal levels of athleticism.
Who will have the steel cage match against Jacob Fatu.
Montez Ford, and we should be used to it by
on night 2 at SummerSlam.
Now, but it always blows minds. Jacob Fatu, the former soldier of Solo, blowing the mind of Montez Sikoa, who wanted away. Well, he got replaced
into the post. Oh, driven in
a big way by Talatonga.
Smart. And right to his right shoulder.
And Talatonga, a man who has been giving orders to a T thus far.
Oh, big. Jim looking to rally here as he sends Tonga out into the floor.
Big Jim knows no.
And wait, just like that, Tonga Loa.
No fear whatsoever. Nice, but still on his.
Takes care of Montez Ford.
Well, it just goes to show how feet is the massive Talatonga. He's important. The numbers game is for Solo Sikoa, who's
taking his shots though.
Oh, that is terrifying. He just shrugged. Does not live up to the name Solo whatsoever. It's off the abuse, and now Solo Sikoa putting the brakes on. That is one smart man with a lot of tactical act. Let's rethink this. Who's put together a terrifying crew that always have the odds in their favor.
As he has stated many times, his family splintered. Well-traveled Talatonga. He has tried to recruit folks back. He has said, you know what? In singles action in his SmackDown, I'm doing my own thing, and this fierce group has come together. Down TV debuts for singles action. Of course, we've seen him by this other here.
But here's the deal in life, Joe. Some people are just
side of Solo Sikoa as the newfound tall,
born with rubbish families, and in Solo Sikoa's
and big, heavy for Solo.
Guys, he is one of them, so he put together his own much improved family, and it has led to a lot.
Jimmy with his back turn for just a second.
Of success for Solo, and I'm pretty sure soon Koa with the distraction. Clearly there was a game plan afoot there. The MFTs.
And in his case, of course, it wouldn't be rough.
But, I was going to say it didn't work as Jimmy was.
It would be royalty as he was born.
It was too quick, but unfortunately, Tala
into arguably, and you could make an argument from any family,
was too powerful.
But arguably, one of the greatest families that the industry. he has ever known and ever seen. Ooh.
Roy
Strictly alone.
looking at the size of the boots on Talatonga.
Even in the modern generation, let alone the past
Imagine one of them right in the kisser. Gosh, big
50 years of relatives.
Jim, how that felt once he's recovered. Loyalty with no loyalty to Solo.
Just choking down on that middle rope as little
Koa, hence the moves he has made to put this
brother stands outside, continuing to taunt and then brings a right.
terrifying unit together. And now Tongaloa in command.
Man.
Let's not forget several weeks ago, Solo time. Complete control and the flashy moves of Montez. After time kept offering the olive branch to Big Jim. Ford looked to have slipped away, at least for now. Step back into my family.
Tongaloa, who you just watch him stylistically in the way he
Trey, join the army. Big
works, and you can tell how much he
be a part of what I'm building here, but if you decline,
enjoys delivering pain.
well, here's the deal with there are consequences in the form of Tongaloa. He is the son of Haku, of a giant boot stomping on your face for the unquestionable forever.
And he rejected that recruitment, and now
Questionable toughest man in the history of this game.
he has to deal with the MFTs.
And those genes went direct. And it has to be said, Joe, lead to his son. So Big Jim is not dealing with one particular someone who would not want to get in the ring with Tongaloa under any MFT particularly well right now. And I don't know if circumstances. Perhaps Montez Ford, anybody on the roster can deal with Talatonga. Ford is feeling the same way right about now.
You got to be able to chop him down. You got to be able to neutralize his offensive attack and the size advantage.
Great game plan on paper. You know, Montez for Joe Tess, I dare you to get in there and give it a shot.
No, that's the
Ford is going to keep on fighting the kind of abilities
problem. You got to overcome that size, and how do you do it?
that led him to 2 tag team championship.
Just look at the length of the
Reigns alongside Angelo Dawkins, who can
leg weight.
so much leverage, and it's all part. Get a sniff into this match. That's how effective the MFTs are. Stop into the throat of Big Jim.
Boy, could Montez Ford use that, of course.
Cutting off the air supply.
It was back on July 11th when they lost the
You know, Big Jim is not going to stop fighting, however.
titles to the Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six then retaining the championships in that classic team
Kind of resilience that led this man and his twin brother
TLC match at SummerSlam.
Jay to tag championship after tag championship. Sadly for Big Jim, right now there's nowhere to hide, nowhere to tag out to.
JC Mateo, gut-wrenching Montez.
No fresh pair of legs on the outside.
Man, oh man, I mean this forward. Talatonga, less of a shoulder tackle, more of just being a human. And look at the power of Mateo with that dead wall. And you go down like a fly hitting dead weight. Just no momentum for
Listen
Ford
to these idiots.
The windshield.
Trying to wrench the chanting, you can't wrestle. This guy wrestled in the Olympics. You dumb head of Jimmy Uso off his shoulders. Jeez.
2004 Olympic.
I mean, there's no finesse with this big man.
The two-time
But it is all just brutal meat and potato.
WWE Tag Team Champions. The Street
Profits offense, and it's so damn effective.
Profits trying to put themselves back in position with JC Mateo with the cover. Montez Ford.
Yes,
Oh, look at JC Mateo is exactly what we're talking about. Jimmy Uso having a tough go of it here in his first match. The surprising athleticism from that losing to Solo Sikoa at Saturday night's main event. Ultra compact, powerful build as Solo Sikoa. Heavy for Solo Sikoa and his term family. Sikoa cheers on his MFTs. It's Tala Tonga, the newest big long ago labeled them.
And even Monte
of MFTs.
Ford had to be impressed by that explosive athleticism from JC Mateo, although he may not be.
As Tala Tonga has been in control for quite.
Appreciating it right now.
Mateo comes running in. That was for the U.S. Championship 3 weeks ago, and now in, but forward with just enough left to get out of some time here in this match. And constantly the way, and you can see the way it affects JC looking over at Solo Sikoa, who's been barking tail.
Using JC Mateo's athleticism again.
Out orders and taunting his big brother.
Well, I'll say this about Sting there, but still not got enough to get that tag to Solo Sikoa, as impressive as he is in fresh. Angelo Dawkins.
Tongaloa.
With his fists, his tactical.
Trying to contain Ford.
Acumen. His crumbled there. He managed to get out of the move, but wasn't ability to direct to do anything about it once he got free. Nothing left. Traffic with his soldiers, with his MFT in the tank, but he's trying to get out. It's absolutely astounding if anyone can go. Oh, and this is looking bleak for the MFTs here. The crawl by Tala Tonga to the very top. It is Solo Sikoa. Is on for Montez Ford. B-Fella. How effective is that over? Leading the cheers. An attack here. Hand chopped in. That has been a game wrecker tonight.
Yeah.
Completely changes the game for the Puppets.
For every 3 to 4 strikes from Uso, it just takes 1 from the match. Finds big Angelo Dawkins. Massive Tala Tonga. And again, placing that big boot with all that leverage of nearly. Dog looking to get to work. 7 foot tall. And as only he can. 265 pounds. What a frame.
Absolute thumper of the team about
from Tala Tonga.
And here's what I like about Tala. The only man who can match power with these MF. Tala Tonga, it is the pacing. Everything is deliberate. He isn't rushing anything. There's no nerves with this. Who do not know what has hit them at this being the first night. I don't think this man is capable at this point.
Dog has found his
having nerves, although any of his opponents
here.
And how quickly did this one turn around and lined up over the next few weeks will certainly have more than that. JC Mateo is a huge man. Their fair share.
His first official televised WWE.
But Angelo Dawkins with ease.
WWE match, singles action here on SmackDown, but he wants to out of the electric chair and into the waistlock. Several tag team championships in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Out of there, but JC Mateo looks exhausted at this point.
And we've seen him by the side of Solo Sikoa doing.
Taking a lot of abuse in this one, burned off a lot of energy.
Plenty of damage in recent weeks.
And I will tell you, now it's 2-on-1.
And the combo.
Right now, there are far easier opponents to get as your first match.
Offense for Montez Ford. And
the big Jimmy Uso. This is not.
And Tongaloa saves it.
Pinpoint time in there. An easy task for Tala Tonga, although at times he certainly has from Tongaloa, and it had to be. Otherwise, he was going to get made it look that way.
Big Jim. Can he get him up?
Read the right attack by Solo Sikoa.
Position.
That's just crazy, Jim. And I get it. This one ended there. Adrenaline is pumping. You're looking for a Hail Mary at this point.
That sends him out. There's a roll-up. There's a roll-up.
Rolling all the way to receiving such a beating, but picking up Tala Tonga. That was nice.
Oh, what a big pump knee. Did you?
Simply not happening.
Yeah, I think you saw. See the height on that knee from Tez.
Crazy.
All the damage that was done as it had
it's the elevation and now going skyward.
Its effect on Jimmy Uso. Now he tries to drive that shoulder.
And sensing the danger, Solo. Oh, wow.
Into the midsection and comes up with the kick.
And this is the tactics for Tonga running interference. Big Jim, hit and run, keep moving.
This is what he needs.
Tonga and now
Needs. Oh, but instead again.
JC Mateo tore the islands.
Jen.
Caught by the throat.
JC Mateo to put it away. Oh, and Tez is
He's going to rip the Adam's apple off Big Jim, but Big Jim is
alive. Tez with the kick out.
escaping now with a super kick.
Yeah, instead of a choke slam opportunity here.
It's almost a modified version of
Super kick after super kick and an
the tour of the islands there. Didn't quite get all of it on
opportunity for Jimmy Uso.
Tez,
he didn't get all the
we
way
are
around.
used to, but the interference on the still this Talatonga just
Big Jim
lands on his feet, shakes his head. Oh, Solo's
Big Jim with a steel chair to neutralize.
Cohen gets dropped.
Solo gets up on the apron.
Tonga. Oh, he kicks right
Just when Jimmy had momentum, could it be? Through it.
Just bounced off Talatonga. Either way, he's
Here
down.
comes Big Jim.
What a freak!
Look at the size, nearly 7 back.
Talatonga finally taken off
Foot as he's wrecking Jimmy Uso.
to his feet. And can Big Jim punish one to bed? Shots from a steel chair, and it is Talent.
Going up in position.
Tonga in hot pursuit of Big Jim.
Oh, but whoa! Sam instead of the Uso splash. The big BC just takes out Solo on our long reach of Talatonga downstairs. Tonga.
Oh God, just shrugging off that spear.
Over kick.
On the bane of Solo's catching the throat.
Choke slam.
Takoa's existence. Sami Zayn.
Talatonga.
And good night. Has just wiped out the leader of the Jim. FTs.
Taz Forgo.
Here
Goes flying. He takes flight.
is your winner.
In Ireland.
Oh God, this is all going wrong for the
Tonga.
MFTs.
Absolutely wild. The sight of that long
Sky high from Angelo Dawkins.
stabbing arm from the heavens with the samurai being in the way. And now Solo, what is he doing? Directing traffic again. Oh, and look at this. How about that? JC Mateo and Tonga. Tonga and JC Mateo beating down Jimmy Uso.
Well, the MFT looked like they had this one. Oh no. In the bag, but it is the Street Profits who win. Wait up.
No.
And they go in to a #1 contenders match
We were questioning why a steel cage.
next week.